Hello, people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'll be doing two episodes. First, first episode is going to be individual review. It's going to be from House of Herrera. I recently got this. I ordered this few days back. It's going to be initial impression. I'll re-review this maybe after a few weeks of full usage. The fragrance is going to be Bad Boy Cobalt Elixir. Nowadays, the names are getting too long and there are too many flanker games. And I personally, what's happening with my voice? Personally, not a very big fan of too many flankers. There should be new releases. Yes, it's gonna be interesting. It can be a flop. It is a big risk. It can be a flop or a hit. But I think they stick to the flanker game because of a reason that they try to sticking to be safer side. A successful fragrance which has been sold. They want to make more money on that. Let's see if this fragrance is good or not. I blind bought this, and I'll tell you the story of it. So this is a 100 ml version. Usually they have 50, 100 and 150 ml versions. I do have original Cobalt, and that is a flanker to original Bad Boy. I did review 6. I think there's the golden edition. I used to have that. I sold it off, and I had the original. I sold it off, and I did have Superstars. I did not have. So I did have like about 4 before, okay, and I have 2 out of those 4. So this is how that box looks. It's a relatively newer release. It just landed in Bangladesh. So basically I was waiting for it for a very long time because despite this line gets a lot of hate and bashing, I'm a big fan of this line, like Spice Bomb, this one, Phantom. I am a designer head. This one I bought because of that total blind buy. And this is the bottle. It looks very beautiful. It's the blue, I think midnight blue. I don't know what you call that. Very lovely blue. And I have another bottle that looks exactly like this blue, which is the Invictus Elixir Victory. So I will compare this to that because it gets some comparison to that. Exact same, the light bolt, I don't know what you call that, thunderbolt or flash, right? And this one, 100 ml, they have this built-in atomizers, which I'm going to show you the sprayer. Good sprayer, not affordable, effortless sprayer. But if you buy the 150 ml big bottle, this one comes with a cap, doesn't have a sprayer. So this one is one of my favorite flankers. I'm sorry, I look a little bit down today. I'm not physically unwell or anything. It's just something happening in my country. I'm very ashamed of it. Like, I don't want to talk about politics or just a glimpse of what's injustice happening in Bangladesh with our students, young kids. One of our students was uh, he lost his life protesting and fighting for his right. So that's what we are facing in Bangladesh right now. Hopefully people wake up and do the right thing sometimes. Okay, so it really is messing up my mind, and we are being this helpless. We're just sitting at home, cannot do anything for them. So anyway, so let's go back to the review. I'm sorry about that. I don't like to mix emotions, but yeah, we are in a very seriously bad situation in Bangladesh right now. So this is the bottle, and this thing, the stand is, I think, is plastic or metal. I'm not sure. You find all your detailing here. Sometimes you get testers; they're gonna be cheap. So in this one came out, I think it came out around $130 for 100 ml. So after discount and all that, you can get it under 100, which is relatively expensive, but still cheaper by $50 or so. So I think that is the price that you can buy for now, the cheapest. But in future, perhaps they said hit about 70, 75 bucks. You can wait and get it. So sprayers, everything, bottle is nice. I told you the price. So this thing, I do not have the notes open, but this one I remember vividly has a caviar note. Okay, by the way, sorry, time is around 1:30. Very quiet and very scary city right now. So this thing has some sweetness. I think got truffle, caviar. I think one of those notes, and then got a lot of sweetness. And people said this is basically opening of Bad Boy Cobalt mixes with that Invictus Elixir. People say that, and you get the sweetness and a little bit of a freshness, blueness from this mixed with the sweetness with the good depth, right? So this fragrance is that, like, familiar territory. Let me just tell you, when I sprayed it, uh, okay, when I sprayed for the first time, the fragrance just reminded me of few other fragrances. One of them is Invictus Elixir. I would not lie, but Invictus Elixir is so much more powerful and also is a lot more sweet. Compared to that, this one is toned down sweetness, but the opening is very beautiful. So some people are comparing this with Lamal Elixir, which is a great fragrance on its own right. Someone asked, should I buy this or this? I think one of the fragrance, this or maybe the other one, this one, the what was this one called? I forget. There's just way too many. So this is my favorite actually. I think it's not extreme. This is the Let me see. I got these fragrances because I really like it. This is Bad Boy Le Parfum. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. The what is this? Man, I'm really distracted. Sorry about that. Matte bottle, and this is like kind of like grapefruit, more dark, sweeter fragrance compared to the original. So basically, the original did not sell that well, and people really hated it. But as the flankers game appeared, I think Cobalt is good for the original. Is good for summers. It got this blue vibe, sweetness, a little bit of Invictus sort of vibe, mixed with the original on the dry down. Very long lasting. I would say it's one of the best performing summer fragrances, which is sweet and fresh. So this is more of a layering on that, but it does not smell much like Cobalt. It goes more towards the original direction, which is not a totally bad thing. Like fragrance like Hugo Boss, the scent, people hate it, but the flankers they love. So this is one of those flankers people are not going to hate. But this one is not totally unique. The uniqueness factor is like 5 out of 10. But all the fragrances that I showed you combined right now, out of all those fragrances, this is close to something which nobody, I think, I have seen mentioning, which is this fragrance. It reminds me strongly of this. This is a discontinued fragrance from same house, but different line called VIP Man, 212 VIP Man. This is called 212 VIP Man Wild Party. Okay. So this one has the fish scale sort of bottle, and they both have the dark theme. They are very, very close. If you have this, you know the smell of it by like 70%. Okay. So I think they bought some element from this and then mixed with the Bad Boy, which is, I would not say it's a big crime because it's supposed to be a flanker. It's not supposed to deviate like some flankers deviate totally, but this one did not deviate so much. So it is missing the blue factor. It's more of a sweetness. It is that the caviar thing, that truffle, whatever, the chocolate, a little bit of darkness. It's a party perfume. Okay, it's a sweet fragrance, and it is in that familiar territory. So if you're supposed to blind buy this, I'd say it's you are safe. If you want to gift it to someone, not many people will complain. But I think this fragrance really appeals to mostly 20 to 30, the younger age range. They will love it. Good for clubbing, night out, daytime. I did not get much performance out of it. I got about 3.5 hours in high heat. So I was a bit disappointed, but as fragrances, you keep using it more and more, they show you the real performance. So I will tell you about the performance 100% after few weeks of usage, okay? And I'll use it perhaps at night time more, okay? So I think it will hold better on clothes. So is this a totally blind buy worthy fragrance? If you love the original, if you love Cobalt, I think Cobalt and this both are collection worthy, okay? And I did put a picture. I hope I don't drop the bottle. The Le Parfum. These three I feel are really, all three are collection worthy. They are different from each other. Cobalt for summer, and this is maybe for almost all year or fall, and the Le Parfum definitely for winter. This is really, really beautiful. So these things I'll just humbly suggest you don't have to listen to what I am saying. I'm just giving you my point of view, what I experience on my skin. I live in different situation than you, but best way to try is never ignore a fragrance when it comes out because of blind hatred. Just get a sample, go to the mall, they have testers. I mean, if you're just going to be like that kind of a person that you hate like an entire religion or entire region or certain race for no good reason because of your ignorance, that is not good. I mean, this is not a mind-blowing fragrance. Okay, for designer it's a pretty solid release, but nothing brand new. But who knows, you might like it. Okay, you just give it a try on your skin, on your shirt, on the paper. If you're happy with the product, then get it. But I think this is overpriced for what it is. $100 for this. I paid like under $100 with VAT and tax and then courier. But I think you better wait for the year-end sale. I think this will come down to $75. It will be a solid buy. If you can get this 150 ml for $75, that will be the best buy, just like I got the Cobalt. So it's a good release. Try, but not a totally unique must blind buy. Okay, so blind buy worthy, yeah, but not must have like, oh, this is totally brand new. No, but I think this is a solid release. If you love sweet fragrances, night out fragrances, not that much dark. Mostly what I get is that rejuvenation of 212 Wild Party. I think this is the name. Kevin Herrera, 212 VIP Man Wild Party. I really enjoy this. This one also comes with a beautiful magnetic cap. Really like this. So if you know the smell of it, if you already have this, you don't need it, but they're sort of cousins. Okay, so overall I give this fragrance solid 8 out of 10 for sweetness. I like sweet fragrances. This is kind of like gourmand sweet, nothing fresh, a little bit of a gourmand sweet freshness like many other fragrances out there. If you have quite a few like this, you don't need it, but definitely check out worthy, and it's not total trash. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Let's do a list, then we'll upload it. Take care.